Jim wasn't the prototypical football player that we know today. In a school with a low attendance rate, he was forced to play practically every single position on offense. He was the team's star running and quarterback, a weapon who could run and pass. Though it was extremely rare to see any player pass at the time, on the off chance that he did, Jim Thorpe did indeed pass. Picture in your head a player like Deebo Samuel, someone who could line up at halfback or any spot at wide receiver. And just imagine for 1 second, that same player could also operate as the team's all-time quarterback and dominate at every single one of their positions. Terrifying. Jim wasn't limited to just offense, though. He was also the team's All-American defensive back. He was so good at it that 100 years later, they give the best defensive back in college an award named after him. That fact alone is evidence enough to show you how good he really was. But that's not all. Not only did he play practically every position on offense and operated as a full-time defensive back, he was also the team's full-time kicker, operating on kickoff, punt, PAT, and everything on special teams. This was not just a football player. This is possibly the most impactful player in a team sport ever recorded in college football history. When an athlete plays in a modern football game, they operate as a piece of the equation. Tom Brady, no matter how good he is, will never have a major impact defensively because he simply doesn't play defense. Josh Allen might have had the greatest game by a quarterback I've ever seen, but it didn't matter. No matter how incredible any player can be at any time, there will always be an opportunity for the world around you to strip you of what you deserve. Scoring points in football is ultimately only able to occur when a collection of things mostly outside of one athlete's control happens. Jim Thorpe wasn't at liberty of the world around him. He had single-handedly turned the biggest team sport in America into the Jim Thorpe Show. He almost single-handedly dictated how good the defense, the offense, and the special teams would perform at any time, anywhere. Jim Thorpe wasn't just a puzzle piece. He was the puzzle.